did a very, very important and very wonderful celebrity, but I want to play. This was Fernand Amandi, who we both know quite well. Here's Fernand and what he had to say about you guys.
Val Demings is like Pam Grier, going up against little Marco. You're going to mess with that chick. She's going to come over and kick your you-know-what. And Rubio is scared. That's why you see the whiny little emails.
Okay, so surprise to the viewers and also potentially to the wonderful Val Demings. Joining me now is the great Pam Grier, Foxy Brown herself in the house. I can't even, Jackie Brown. I mean, come on. Hey, Pam Grier.
Oh, congratulations, Congresswoman Val Demings.
Oh my
I'm so
gosh,
excited for you. Thank you for having me on, Joy. To join, just throw me in the fray.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
Listen, I love everything about you except that you went to East High School, because I went to Marbella in Denver, so we can talk about that later. But listen, tell me from your point of view, because the people in your position, Ms. Grier, are always important in elections because you all are motivators. People who are famous, celebrities, you guys are voices that people sometimes they won't listen to a person on TV, they may not listen to a politician, but they will listen to you all. For you, what do you think are the most important issues that people should pay attention to in these elections coming up, particularly in this Florida election?
Most people want employment. They want to feel uplifted. They want to feel like they count, they matter. And with the Democrats, we have been studying what's the electronic movement, such as the ICE, the conversion, gasoline engines to EV. I mean, you can convert your hoopty into an EV for $3,000 to $5,000 because most people cannot afford the trickle down to $60,000, $100,000 EVs, but 100 million people can. If you do that for them, now we've got an IPO that could be the Starbucks of conversion garages, which will create employment, create your own batteries, USA made, proud. And then we have the water making machines. We're losing our water. It's getting hot out there. And pretty soon, they won't be able to grow our crops. So you have your water making machines for every home in America. They do it on the bases over in Iraq and Afghanistan. They have these containers that freeze the coils, blow warm air, creates condensation, water for the troops. Why don't we have water making machines in our homes so we don't tax the water that they grow our food with? And the solar movement. So the solar movement, the EV, the conversion garages, we're now creating employment. Pride, priority, USA made. That's what people want to feel like they're a part of the solution, not a part of the problems.
Well, I want to go to you, Congresswoman, because here's the thing, is that, for younger people, between student loan debt and climate, which I think, what Pam Grier is talking about, those are really important issues to young voters. What can be offered? Really Florida is the sunshine state. You would think that Florida would be top of, would be sort of out ahead in terms of green energy.
Those are really the priorities. And look, Joy, as you well know, we just passed the Inflation Reduction Act, lowering the cost of prescription drugs, lowering the cost of health care. But it is the most aggressive, historic piece of legislation to deal with climate change. We know our young voters care about that, just like as Ms. Grier indicated. They care about entrepreneurship. But think about the millions of jobs will be created just through our efforts to protect our environment. But look, my opponent, Marco Rubio, voted against the Inflation Reduction Bill. Couldn't give a win to Democrats or this administration. But let me say this. Marco Rubio sent out an email saying his campaign was a disaster. I don't agree with him on much, but I agree with him on that.
He needed money. He's a bit desperate for money, isn't it? I mean, they need big beg for it. Pam Grier, I have to ask you this. How do we motivate? I mean, young people, I think, are fired up because particularly the Roe v. Wade issue, the issue of abortion has gotten people to focus. But what else would you say to people who say, I don't know if my vote counts?
They have a future. It's not the end of the world. Tomorrow is going to come. It always has come. There's one thing that we can count on is nothing lasts forever, but we all move on. Our life moves on. And those people think of the future. Look at all that they've created. We have cell phones. We never thought we'd have cell phones. We have cars that drive themselves. We never thought of that. We have innovation. These kids, they've been playing Zoom and Google, playing games and stuff. They're very creative. They've learned from us, and they have to feel that they have a future. That's a dystopia. When you don't have hope, you're going to have depression. You're going to have an entire community of tribal dysphoria, just discourse. So
Yeah.
we really need to sit with them and say, we can do this. Come
Yeah.
to the table. We have to. If we don't, we drink water. We don't drink oil.
Yeah.
We flush
Amen.
with water. We don't flush with oil. We have to stay grounded where we
Yep.
come from and where we're going, or we can't move forward.
Well, Pam Grier, thank you for being here and surprising the wonderful Val Demings. We appreciate you both, Congresswoman Val Demings. Congratulations. Best of luck in your race. Thank you both for being here.